My name is Janine Lee and I'm a visual arts major. My topic is elements of art and I'm looking at Year Group 7. I'm using the Western Australian Curriculum Framework because that is the current curriculum used in Western Australia, and we're looking at art skills and processes. Art elements, principles, strategies for developing the language of and the use of visual arts elements by experimentation, exploration and application. It also aligns with the Australian curriculum. In 2013, Edie and Lockie identified the following areas for evaluating digital resources. Is it age and year level appropriate? Does it have curriculum needs? Does it have good instructional content? Is it engaging and interactive? Does it have some form of assessment? Is it flexible? Is it usable? And does it all work? My first resource is a web page authored by a teacher and with good references. It has an excellent menu system. And when we look at the elements of design, we can see that they're all across the top on a menu system. The information is very good and age appropriate, it's easy to understand, and there are activity ideas in line and colour. When we look into colour, we can see that at the bottom there is a web quest. This works quite well, but it does have a few elements that only work for one teacher. Otherwise, the author has also included some metadata to help you navigate her website, which is very easy to do anyway. My first resource showed good information and ease of use. The second resource I looked at was an animated video, and I was looking at multimodal uses. In their 2008 report, Cisco asserted that adding visuals to verbal, text and or auditory learning can result in significant gains in basic and higher order learning. This particular video has very good graphics and combines text with visuals to describe the elements of art. My one concern with this is that it's more design orientated than visual arts. I'd like to show how these elements are used in visual arts, and also the author has used type as one of the elements, which works for design but not for visual arts. I couldn't find a good animation, and this is a consideration for my own resource. My third resource is a Prezi, and combines both positives of the first two resources. It includes video elements, multimodal elements, and good information as well as good images. The one concern I have with this is that, like many Prezis, it is quite disorientating to watch as it spins around. I have sped up this image, however, if I can have some control over the path, that would make the Prezi a lot more interactive for the student, and that would be a consideration for my new design developments. I've tried to combine the best of everything in the previous resources. I've used a Prezi so that I could do that, and if we click through, we can see that I have incorporated my own animated video elements, which I've created. It includes text, images, and narration for a multimodal effect. And if we continue on through the Prezi, we can see that I have included some information. This comes into small segments that give the student the access to easy information without overloading them. We then have an activity that is based on actually doing something. So you stop at the Prezi at this point, you go and do an activity related to the element, then you can come back. After each element, I bring it back to the center. If you do not want to follow the path around, which follows a clockwise rotation, you can actually click on the element you're interested in. You can click in, and we can start a new element video.
Behind, beside, the illusion of space.
Again, we go into some information. We can come into the main ideas, This is the beauty of Prezi. I've tried to avoid too much flipping and rotating because I don't like that. We then have another activity which we can look at in a good detail, and then we're back out again, so we could choose another element to look at. This makes it very interactive for the own student. They could use this online at any time without the teacher present, and there are activities to involve them. For the full video, which includes all elements, I have included a YouTube link where I have placed my video on it.